So, being an RA during the COVID pandemic has definitely had its unique set of challenges, but I think ultimately it has better equipped me to be able to tackle all of life's crazy challenges and to be able to, think creatively and problem solve. I'm a social work student, and so a lot of the RA position responsibilities correspond with what will be my responsibilities as a future social worker, like having to creatively problem solve and communicate with people and create a community that is connected and connecting people with resources. And so for that, I am incredibly grateful to be an RA.
Hi, my name is Dawson Esri. I'm an RA at Pittsburg State University. As an RA, I've definitely had to break out of my shell. I was always one of those people that was more quiet, more reserved. I usually waited for other people to speak to me before I spoke to them. I was definitely one person that was more of an introvert than an extrovert, and I've definitely been more outgoing this year. With COVID, it's kind of helped me a little bit more, even though I have a small number of residents. It's helped me in the fact that I've been able to engage more in a smaller setting where I'm more comfortable, more in smaller groups instead of large groups.
So my fun story is that when I came back from class one day, it was like the second week of school, my residents had wrote a note to me on my door that stated that they'd found a bat in the bathroom. And so I went to go into the bathroom to find this little bat, and sure enough, here he was underneath the little sink. And I called the area coordinator, and he was like, call UPD, see if they'll send animal control out. So I did that. They were like, oh, well, we can't get anybody out there till tomorrow, so sorry, I guess you'll have to wait. And my area coordinator was like, no, we got to get that out of there because that's a health hazard. So we got the little bat out by I went down into the office and grabbed some rubber gloves and a plastic bag, and I came back up and I picked him up and I took him outside and I let him go. And that is how I learned that how to call UPD for animal control and stuff like that. Hopefully that never happens again.
Hello. So one of the challenges that I really struggled with this year is getting my residents to be involved in campus life and get into those other organizations and doing things outside of the dorms. But one thing that I did to kind of really overcome that challenge is just really encouraging the community within my hallway and always being there when my residents do have questions. Because a lot of them aren't getting around on campus and experiencing some of those things. So just being there when they have a question about where things are or how to get involved in things.
So to answer the question with how have I still been able to meaningfully connect with my residents, I don't think it's really changed a whole lot when compared to last year. It's still been a lot of just taking initiative to connect with them, get to talk with them, get to know them. This year it's been a lot more of one-on-one connection, talking to them, like I said, reaching out, not just waiting for them to come to you. That's been a pretty common area in all of my previous semesters here as an RA. A lot of these have been great with going to the dining hall or just going out to some of the few campus sponsored events that have been available this year.
Hi, my name is Kinley Wolf, and I'm a resident assistant at Pittsburg State University. This year with COVID, we have had to make a lot of changes in the residence halls when it comes to meetings, when it comes to getting to know each other. I will say my girls on my floor that I have this year have been very good about adapting to changes. I, as a resident assistant, have done a lot of passive events that I notice that my girls love to go to. Don't get me wrong, my girls love the social events, but we can only have so many of them due to the social distancing restrictions. If we do have them, we kind of try to go outside if it's nice, or we make sure we are 6 feet apart. When it comes to my staff and I think due to COVID, we have gotten to bond with each other so much more than we would have in a normal year. So even though that COVID has been a pain in our butt, I think that this was for the best, and I can't complain about anything.